A moment ago, fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Toronto Thunderbirds and the Detroit Lions. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39! Green, 39! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Operating from the gun. Boyle. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Daniil Hunter. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
Back to throw. Boyle. Throwing deep for Galladay. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And all the way inside inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Here's Winston. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Winston. That is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this one is right through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Throwing again. Boyle. And this is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Boyle. And that will be incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now here's Ross. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Caught right side is Jeffrey. The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Okay. Come on. Sunday.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They come out here in the eye.
Follow.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Follow.
They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
On 1st and 10, Boyle. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. 34 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as he moves the offense backwards. Go with the ground attack here. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
This is Clement. He's to the 10. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. On the carry, here's Clement. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Prater for the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jameis to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Winston. And Rudolph has it left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd down, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And Detroit getting set to go now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st down, Boyle, and he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. To throw on 2nd down, Boyle. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Operating from the gun. Boyle. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Winston now from the 50. Caught on the right side by Jones. Give him 30 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Winston. And it's caught. Touchdown. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw them. And now it's blocked. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw again. Boyle. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 30.
From the gun, Boyle. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Looking to throw. Boyle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Back to the air on second down. Boyle. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 3-19.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Boyle. And some room to work. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Johnson. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So we've come to halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff Spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Lions have recovered. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
But we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Following the fumble recovery, Boyle is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Boyle. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue.
From the gun, Boyle. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a nice spin into some open field. He's got daylight. 20, 10, touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28.
Green, 39. Green.
Looking to throw on second down. Boyle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And now off to the races, down the right side. And this results in 6. Touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
Now let's go.
All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
A run, it's Clement. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again on second and 10. Boyle. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And give them 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. 55.
Back to throw. Boyle. And that is incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
My 50, my 50. 51.
And they'll run it here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, we got 3, we got 3. 3 down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, Winston. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's caught at the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Keep bringing it. Stay in there.
83, I got 83. Check.
Look at it. Look at it.
Play action now. Winston. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Ready. Blue wave.
Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake. Boyle. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Slam.
Throwing again. Boyle. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. 319.
Operating from the gun. Boyle, he's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And here now the offense heading back out there. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating. and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time. You've
got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Now a handoff looking right. Room past the 20. Room here to run. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The left side completion to Jones. Finding some room at midfield. And down right around the 37. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Four down, check. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing on 1st down. Boyle. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Boyle to the right and complete to Galladay. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Clement, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Ross on the return. "34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Let's go now. I got 15.
Winston here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs.
Let's go now.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Keep bringing it. Stay in there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's